The Ballad of Mrs. Figg and the Scat Cats by Lynn and Dave. Oh, Mrs. Figg and her Scat Cat crew, Tibble, Snowy, and Mr. Paws too. They yowl and they prowl and they scratch on cue. It's a feline fiasco, a hullabaloo. Aunt Petunia squawked, "Now what'll we do?" Mrs. Figg broke her leg, she can't watch you. She glared at poor Harry like he'd hatched the plot, while Harry just grinned, "A whole year? Thanks a lot." Uncle Vernon chimed in, "What about Marge? She hates the boy," Petunia screamed large. The Dursleys debated, but then came the fear. "Oh no, sweet Vernon, they're finally here. Oh, Mrs. Figg and her Scat Cat crew, Tibble, Snowy, and Mr. Paws too. They yowl and they prowl and they scratch on cue. It's a feline fiasco, a hullabaloo." In stomped Piers Polkiss, rat-faced and vile, with Dudley the Brute and his terrible smile. Dudley stopped sobbing, his tantrum erased. "Let's hit the zoo," they all shouted in haste. Harry squeezed tight in the car's back seat, between Piers and Dudley's smelly feet. Thought, "This is my lucky day for sure, but why do these outings always feel so obscure?" At the zoo, Dudley spotted a snake. "Make it move," he whined, "for goodness sake." Uncle Vernon banged on the glass, tap, tap, tap. But the snake rolled its eyes. "No thanks, chap." Dudley declared, "This snake's a bore," and waddled off, slamming the door. Harry stepped closer, his heart feeling sad. This snake was like him, lonely and mad. Oh, Mrs. Figg and her Scat Cat crew, Tibble, Snowy, and Mr. Paws too. They yowl and they prowl and they scratch on cue. It's a feline fiasco, a hullabaloo. To Harry's surprise, the snake gave a wink. Did I see that right, or did I just blink? The snake tilted its head as if to convey, "Get me out of this tank, I've had it today." Suddenly the glass just disappeared, and chaos ensued just as Harry had feared. The snake slithered out with a hiss so sly, "Brazil, here I come, thanks mate, bye-bye." Oh, Mrs. Figg and her Scat Cat crew, Tibble, Snowy, and Mr. Paws too. They yowl and they prowl and they scratch on cue. It's a feline fiasco, a hullabaloo. Back at home the summer dragged on, with Dudley and his gang all day long. They broke their toys and terrorized the street, while Harry dodged punches and kept to his feet. But he'd dream of the snake and that cheeky wink, that daring escape and the chaos and sing. "Oh, if only I could vanish like that," he sighed, as he dodged Dudley's cricket bat. Oh, Mrs. Figg and her Scat Cat crew, Tibble, Snowy, and Mr. Paws too. They yowl and they prowl and they scratch on cue. It's a feline fiasco, a hullabaloo, with snakes on the loose and cats in the mix. The Dursleys' chaos won't ever fix, so sing the shanty, laugh till you drop. Harry's adventures will never stop.